back at you now. Had to fuck around and find out. So get on, and you can leave me the hell alone.
Must have me confused. Fuck around and find out. You give me the blues. Fuck around and fly out. I know something's wrong. Your mind is gone now. It's been too long. But now you shocked how. Got no time for games. No matter who's to blame. I won't even explain. About to fuck around and find out. Got no time for games. No matter who's to blame. I won't even explain. Fuck around and find out.
What does this mean? It means it's time for the Fan Cave. 504 Fan Cave.
504 Fan Cave.
Look out, ladies, gentlemen. Watch out. Watch out. I'm just gonna have to lay this down.
We got a lot of things going on today. Jamie. How
we
you
got so
feeling,
much
man?
happening. I'm feeling good. You know, it's the wrap up of the season, and I have to tell you, honestly, in 100%, I did not expect to even be here at 6-11.
I was gonna say. I mean, I think you said it was gonna be 3.
I think I had us
14.
locked into like 3 wins or something. Yeah, it was looking so dismal right back there at the beginning. You know, this is a terrible scene. I'm just gonna have to move
3
this
and
thing out
14.
for
3 and 14 is not a really good season. But I got 6 is only 3 more. Than what you thought.
Right. But after the way that the Saints started out, like it just wasn't looking good, you know. And if you would have said we're going to end up with 6 wins, I would have been like, oh, okay. And I don't know,
6 really? I would still be pissed if it was 6 because I would want to at least go, 500. You know what I mean?
I mean, I want to win them all.
Yeah,
but
that's
like
true too.
realistically, in a rebuild year,
But going under 5,
You know?
under half is probably not the best way to start off the season. But all the people that we had, though, let's just be real, right? So we had
Be
Spencer, who really he lost 5 games. He was he wasn't, let's just say, the best quarterback available for. I mean, he was the best that we had available, but he wasn't the best quarterback like in the league or anything, or not even close to. In my opinion, average.
right?
I mean, he can run. He can call the plays. He did a good job when he has a good offensive line. I mean, it's not fair to give him a bad grade if he's got like a lot of people who are not.
I was hopeful for him.
able to protect him.
I was hopeful for him. He is a good athlete. You know, he maybe not have the height that a quarterback needs behind the line there. I think that you had mentioned that a number of times that he was a little short for a quarterback.
It wasn't helping.
But from that Drew Brees perspective, if he could have dialed in the accuracy and the timing, then I think he. And I'm not saying that he can't now. I think that he's proved that he can play in the NFL. Maybe with some better coaching or better O-line, he might could win some games. So I'm not saying he's garbage, but I love going forward. Shuck.
I think anybody in the NFL who's going to be able to play is going to not be garbage. They're going to be able to be like better than anyone we know playing. But
right,
the NFL is hardcore, man. You got to be. That's the best of the best. Period.
Oh my God! I mean, I was
those
looking
guys
at
in college. How do you feel about college? Did you see any college games, man?
I don't have cable television, so I missed a lot of the college ball.
Not having cable is a good thing. I mean, I really do feel like you get more time to think if you don't have so many things like on screen time wise.
I just feel like we have so many screens.
I do.
I have an iPad and a computer and a television. Here, I got 4 screens around me now and our phones. But I try. That's part of my New Year's thing is I'm trying less screen time. And I think, quite honestly, the only time I ever watch television is when football's on.
All right.
So I think I'm gonna have a lot less of that big screen,
dude. Speaking, going back into football.
Go back into football, of course.
So. how do you feel about this this season?
How do I feel about the season as a whole?
Yeah.
For a rebuild season, which is what I was expecting going into it, I am pleased. I feel like we found what we needed, and we did it faster than a lot of teams who are rebuilding. We found an identity. We found some heart. You know, we found a quarterback and a coach. I feel that way.
You know,
I was apprehensive about the coach starting out, and sometimes he still looks like somebody stole his lunch money on the sidelines. But
we're gonna have to talk to Freeman about that and see what he feels about this new coach.
And we might have to talk to Ivan too, because Ivan didn't have him pegged.
Oh yeah,
as
he was another guy.
Yeah, he was not a leader of men. Not a leader of men.
You know, I think my answer to that question is. I feel that the guy was able to open up a little bit. Maybe I said this before, and Freeman said that that's why the reason why he should have put Shuck in. But he's able to, I feel like once it started going to shit, like you start losing 5, it's like 1-8, we said, you know, and then you get to 2-10. And then when Shuck starts jumping right there, that's when you at 2-10, you're like, okay, what the fuck do we really have?
Right. Like at 2-10, I was like, if we lose the next 3 games, maybe they should think about firing the coach.
Well,
you know, maybe he's not a good coach. But what I didn't realize,
you got to give him more than a year, though.
I was a little short-sighted. Like I started thinking about this different when I really started thinking about the teams that I would like the Saints to be like. And what their programs look like are all teams that have a long-term coach who's developed a system there, who's trained players from the time they came in the league in his system. And I feel like we don't have any of those components in our team this year. We didn't have a long-term head coach with a system who's trained players in that system for a long time. In fact, we had a coach who was coming in a system he's never worked with, but players had never worked with him, and starting completely from scratch. It took them all a while just to start speaking the same language.
You're a stat man, right?
Right.
So I don't really know the stats, but I'm going to be honest. I don't know what Kalen Moore's history was before, because I don't know how long he was with the
offensive coordinator for the Eagles.
Yeah, but how long? That's the question.
I'll take a look.
And if he was under that system, and what system was he in before? Because that may be, you know, we could be like jumping the gun on exactly what we're saying. Like maybe he doesn't deserve a little bit more credit than we're giving him, because when he did like do the, I guess, when his back was up against the wall at 2-10 and saying, what, you know, let's just put Shook in and see what this guy's got. And you made a very valid point too when you were talking about how if they take, if he's playing with these twos,
right,
you know what I mean, his whole time, of course, Tip and all those guys that we just now seeing.
He came in the league in 2018. He was with the Dallas Cowboys, and he became from the quarterback coach to the offensive coordinator in 2022. Then he went to the offense coordinator for the Chargers, and then he won that Super Bowl with the Eagles last year in 24.
Okay.
So he does. This is his first chance as a head coach, putting his systems into
a lot of
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. It's like
a lot of stuff.
It's like when I really step back and look. Like at first I was like, maybe they just need to fire this guy and get a real head coach, and then I'm like, well, wait a second. Then we're starting over again, and it looks like that everybody in the building finally has kind of got on board, and they stopped saying, well, Sean did it like this, or you know. Or, Dennis Allen did it like this, and people are like, well, this is how we do it. We're the New Orleans Saints. This is how we do it now.
Right. I feel like his fingerprint's in there now.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and I mean, I think his fingerprint is kind of slow and steady. It's not like what we like, I think. I think if he can get some players and get some people like, I don't know, man. I don't have a lot of confidence in Mick. I like the guy, but I just don't think.
I was the same way. But what am I going to say with Shuck? I mean, like I was lambasting him, and he really won.
The money, it's bigger than just a player.
Still juggling all that money, still making all these
like
stupid moves.
He's robbing Peter to pay Paul. He's paying like he did the same thing with Carr. You know, he got him in a big old contract. Who he's going to? I mean, there's a lot of things that you got to worry about now. Not worry, but take care of. Let's just say, you're talking about Chase Young. I mean, he had
gotta have his life. Gotta have him.
We say that, but you want to see how much is Chase getting. I mean, you know, and then you're talking about 94. to tip, just Cam Jordan, just a real G. I wear 94, man. You know what I mean? Like he came on, man. The dude came on like crazy, and you got to keep him. So I mean, all that.
So look, Chase Young's locked into contract, $51 million contract for the next for this year and the next 2 years.
So he's already he's saying he wants to
$17
stay
million
here,
annually,
but he may be able to shop the market to see if he can go up. I don't know how that works.
But we have him under contract. Through 27.
We'd have to talk to somebody like Jeff Duncan and those people that understand. I'm just saying because I just saw him on the news.
All right.
And he was talking like he wants to stay here. He loves this city and all like he had some type of free agency option or something. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but I'm just saying like if you look at the news on him on the news yesterday, and I posted it too. Same thing on Cam Jordan. What's Cam Jordan's deal?
I think Cam goes into free agency this year. I do believe.
Yeah, so that's another thing because Cam was saying, he feels like he's got a lot more to play and he's got a lot more to take, and I think that, I think you got to keep Cam though. I mean, he's just such a locker room guy, and you see this defense is, and then DeMario Davis, Warner. They got, I mean, I don't know what those guys free agents are. We can maybe the question is.
Jordan took a pay cut to stay with the Saints this year.
So, yeah, you got to
But
pay
he pushed it down the road. So they're going to have to pay him.
But he's a free agent right now. So he can go on somebody can say, do you let him shop, I guess is the question, to see what he gets. Then
they can match it.
Or it may have to raise whatever they're trying to do.
He may have to. I think he's real dedicated to being a Saint.
I'm not doubting that. I'm just talking about age. How old is he? I'm just telling you how the business works.
36 years old.
Yeah, that's pretty old, man, for football.
Yeah, for an NFL lineman.
I mean, dude just got lineman? Bonuses, bro. He got fucking what do you got? $800K, pretty much $1 million the last home game with 2 sacks, and he
deserved it. I mean, he was balling out.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You got to pay him, and then all of a sudden, where is money going to come from? And then DeMario Davis, what about him? Can we look at him? And that's just 3 of the big ones. I mean, there's ones like Grandison's going to want to get paid. He was balling out the other day.
Oh, man. Carl Grandison had a monster game.
But see what happens with us with old Mick. Some of those dudes, I mean, you can't keep everybody, it seems like, but.
DeMario Davis is 36.
Again, balling. This dude probably made more tackles than everybody on the team. Guaranteed, probably. And he's a badass linebacker. And he's fucking just an athlete. Man of God, son.
Yeah, but both of these guys are up. We'll see what happens with them.
But you know what I'm saying? What is his numbers? I mean, I'd like to.
What I would really like to see is us keeping our
on, maybe
bring him, man. Let's bring Jeff Duncan in here. He probably knows the answers to this stuff.
I'm going to send this video to you. So speaking of entertainment, where we're going to have the people who know the insides on certain things, what I love to do is have fun. Right? You like to have fun, Jay?
Hey, man, that's what it's all about, right?
You think I'm a fun guy? You think I like to have fun?
Fun guy.
Fun guy. First of all, man, I have made a bet with this guy.
With one of a fellow Saints fan?
Yeah, a fellow Saints fan.
And what were the parameters?
He was talking shit, actually. He always
he was
sent me.
dissing
He's a
the
cool
team?
friend of mine. He's a really cool friend of mine. And we're going to have him on. We're gonna have him on.
If you wonder what this stuff is sitting over here in the frame, this is his platter. This is going to be a very special fan cave.
So yeah,
last one of the season for the New Orleans Saints. Last Saints reaction. I'll tell you what. Even though we lost, I think we played a heck of a game. And there are 2 pivotal things that could have happened in that game that meant we won. And one is that bunk ass offensive pass interference in the end zone that cost us that touchdown, and we only got 3 points. And the other one is that missed field goal. We had every opportunity. We were in the right place. We were playing well enough to win that game.
Yeah, I think those things played some parts, but I think the one that really played the biggest was Shuck. And trust me, you already know it. There's no bigger fan than Shuck than me. I swear to you. I love the guy from the word go. But he just stared. And it happens, man. It happens to the best of them, dude. But what I Well, I was watching the game with you. I was right in Kuwait.
Right.
When these things happen, because they do happen in the game, right? They are going to happen.
They're going to happen.
It could have been, a pick six, but him and your boy chased him down, which was another good thing, right?
Right.
So what I'm saying is how he reacts from getting picked after looking at it and understanding, like, he got me. He fucking got me. Okay, not being rattled by that shit. Because I can't think of the game. I had to do some homework. But when was the last? I want to say it was a Tampa game when he got picked and he just came back.
Right.
But because that, I was like, so this would be a second opportunity to come back.
Yeah.
After being shook. You like that?
After getting shook up.
Argumentatively, he could have been shook. But anyhow, he came back. Shuck came back, dude, and he fucking came back. And the commentator pissed me off. I think he should always put it on 870. They don't pay us shit, but
the commentators, I'll tell you,
they suck over there on television.
They were very much for Atlanta. Like, you could just tell that those guys were hot Atlanta commentators.
We don't need you cheering for the opposite team like all the time. But no, maybe that's just my take. I just hear those things. But what I'm getting at is he was saying we get a field goal and then try an onside kick. Man, touchdown, bitch.
Come on.
Shark
I thought that was
that
the
right
weakest
dirt,
thing.
son.
I thought that was the weakest thing.
Can we talk about the one-handed catch?
Oh,
that was a dime right in the end zone, bro. Come on, man.
There was a couple of catches in that game that were just
around,
marvelous, man.
You heard I just made up something.
Quit shucking around.
No, shuck ain't shucking around.
Oh, okay. I see what you did.
Writing that one down.
I saw what you did. I saw what you did.
Shuck ain't shucking around, and I'm writing that down. So let me tell you about our guests. We may have two illustrious guests coming, but one may be a phone call. But the one I'm talking about with the wager,
with the wager, yeah,
that I had, that's a dear friend who loves to talk shit.
He was saying that we ain't gonna win.
Yeah, he said we're not gonna win the game against Tampa, and he had sent me a picture of these hood pig lips. They called hood lips.
Hood lips?
Yeah, and there's a picture of a pig. I'll send it up to Jay, so you guys can see them. And he's like, if the Saints win, I'll eat a bag of these. And then I was like, oh, wow, okay, whatever. I didn't really reply back to him or anything. But the Saints ended up winning. And I said, bro, you said you'll eat a bag, right? So here's what I'm going to do. You lost. You don't have to eat the bag. Eat 3 of them.
Okay.
And he was like, okay, man. I said, I could have you eat the whole bag because, that's what you said. But I went nice on him because I'm a nice guy. And he said he'd do it. That was a Tampa game a while back. And I wanted him to come that Monday, the following of the game. But he's like, no, I'm going to do it before the season's over.
All right. Well, here we are today. His seat awaits. His platter awaits. Pig lips await.
I think my wife got us some of the finest.
Oh, she got some of the fine china for him. Oh.
This shit is shiny.
You never know what's going to happen here on the FanCave. Sometimes it's just pure sort of like fandom madness, and that's what we're in for today. We're here for.
We're going to see this fucking guy eat 3 pig lips.
He's going to eat him right here. Pig lips.
Dude, should we get like a puke bucket or something?
This is a warning for anyone kosher out there that we're going to have pork on the show.
I mean, is it possible for pork to be kosher? Or no.
No, you can't have. You can't have kosher pork. No.
That was
halal pork does not exist. Although it's weird, they have kosher crawfish and shellfish is not supposed to be kosher, bro.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're not supposed to eat shellfish at all.
I had a Jewish name made up because and there's nobody I want to be happier. I'm always happy to be myself.
Be careful because everybody's accusing people of anti-Semitism these days.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I am not anti-Semitism. I'm a dude who is very honest and very funny, I think.
Hey, that was funny.
Right? See? I'm all about the serotonin.
What's your pretend Hebrew
all my
name?
friends know. First of all, about 80% of my friends, not 80, let's just say about over 50 easily, of my friends are all Jewish or Hebrew. I love Jewish.
You may be a member of the tribe. You just don't know. You may be one of those.
I like to think. I would hope that I am.
From the lost
you know
tribe.
why? Because I am Native American, African American, 6th generation New Orleans. That's so proud to be who I am all the time. It doesn't fucking matter.
You have a famous Jew up here on the wall.
Yeah.
Sammy Davis Jr.
Oh, it's Sammy Davis Jr. I saw what you did there. But anyhow.
No, I didn't even mean that. He's actually Jewish.
I know that. Thought you were being clever. See, I told you I'm
you
funny.
are funny.
That's what I said, dude. So anyhow, so I'm back to this. So I'm very excited to be who I am at all times. I just love being me. I do, and I love my heritage. I love my ancestors. My great grandfather Alexander Emmanuel was in Louisiana here in New Orleans in 1835. He was actually a carriage driver in the 7th Ward in the 1870s.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes,
Super cool.
and you should go and do your family tree too, because it's interesting. But anyhow, I love being who I am is my point. And so only other time I may feel like I want to, maybe be someone else is it's like when I go to a Jewish wedding sometimes.
Oh yeah, you're like, wow, I can really get with
they
this.
do the Havana Gila and dude, it's so spiritual. Then they like get everybody in a chair and shit. And I'm like, damn.
See that you converted to Catholicism when you found your wife. It could have been another way, man. We could have been parading around in the chair.
I've already been Jehovah's Witness. I've been Baptist. I'm Catholic now. I don't know. Jewish girls. There may be hope out there.
Who knows?
No,
Who knows what's
I'm
next with this world?
I'm happily married. I'm very happily married, and I'm definitely put on this earth with the woman that I'm with. I know that our history is well documented, and I am definitely with the right person, and I'm thrilled. But like I'm saying, man, honestly, being at those weddings and having that stuff, it's just like really tribal for me. Like I feel like I love that energy, and I know why.
Right,
Native American, African American, or the Congo Square. I mean, like that's our shit. Like that whole Havana Gila. There are people going the opposite way, and you always see older people that you like they can't walk the day before, but these days it's like I'm just like, damn, right? It's some magic happening there, dude. Is it just me?
That's awesome. I love it.
It's the truth. So with that in mind, bro, I was just like, man, I was telling this to my Jewish friend. I was like, dude, and he goes, and I said, so I was talking at one of their parties or whatever, and at a party, and then his uncle came in, and me and his uncle became quick friends, and I told him about it, and he goes, well, Leon, I was like, and we started laughing, and he's like, it's Leroy, and he goes, wait a minute. He goes, Leon can be your Hebrew name. It's Jewish.
Leon is my father's middle name.
Is it?
Yeah.
You Jewish.
Jerome Leon Bernstein.
Check that out. So maybe I should like the Palo Santos because we're getting deep in here. And so long story to make it a little bit shorter here. He goes, your Jewish name could be Leon. And I said, oh, great. And I already know like some Goldsteins, gold rings.
A Bernstein.
Bernsteins. I was like, oh, I know it. I'll make my last name Gold Brick.
Leon Goldbrick.
Yes.
Perfect.
That's my name.
I love it. Yeah,
so
perfect,
now I guess everybody knows my Jewish name that I made up with me and my buddy's uncle.
That's all right. When you have your bris, you can be christened.
What is a bris?
A bris?
Yeah. I don't know, man. Oh shit! You trying to say fucking with your genitals? I think that shit's already working. I don't know if you get it doubled. It works. I don't know. But you talking over my high wire over my head. But anywho, back to the show. We digress, I guess, a little bit.
Maybe. We're gonna get your bar mitzvah up over
I don't
here.
know. And the last thing about being a Jewish and Jewish people, right? Because I love, from through my eyes and from what I've seen, how well they stick together.
Yeah.
Dude, I can have a Jewish friend come in town, and I'm telling you, it can be plugged, or she can be plugged into my other Jewish friends, and they'll have a fucking house. And I'm not talking shit. This is having a house, a job, plugged into all kinds of shit. I got friends come here, black and white, coming like they like struggle their ass off. They can't get off the ground. I'm not saying something about those two communities. I'm just saying like the Jewish people got the connections where they like, in my eyes, and I could be wrong. And I talked to some Jewish people about this, and they're like, well, not everybody's like that.
General, religious communities in general, like generally, look out for each other. Like if you're a part of a church and they're looking to hire someone to do some concrete work, and you have a truck that says you do concrete on it, chances are someone in your congregation might hire you.
I'm not saying that, but you can't tell me like a church congregation and it's the whole thing.
My father gave me the last name, but none of the cultural implications. So I've never enjoyed that privilege myself and being part of the Jewish community like that.
Right. I bet if you move to some place and you let some people know.
I bet if I started going to the synagogue right now here in New Orleans, that I would end up getting work and help and
that's true too on that angle. You're right, because I know if you went to the JCC, it'd be boom, boom, bang, bang, boom, boom.
Yeah,
bang.
I mean that community is there.
You don't even have to be Jewish. Sure. I don't think to get like
not really. It's a tight knit community. But
just so you know, no Jewish people, we have not been paid or not even sponsored. Maybe we are sponsored, but not for 504. 504, we don't even have sponsors. The sponsor is Whistle Monster and Jamie Bernstein. That's the sponsors for this labor of love. But
we're just here to entertain you, and we got somebody coming on the show to eat pig lips.
Yes, not only pig lips, but 3 pig lips for a bet that he's holding up. Being a good sport about it. He could have easily said, I'm not doing that. I was just joking.
Well, let's take a short break and get him in here. But before,
Absolutely.
Is there anything that you want to say about the Saints season? I know you had asked me about that. Anything that you, and just something to sort of round the season up.
All right. First, I want to tell all our listeners and viewers to like, share, and follow us, because we love doing this and we couldn't do it without you. And we're getting a lot of feedback, and we're just as stoked as you guys are. But I want to say thank you. I hope you guys had happy holidays. Hope you got to watch a lot of football, eat a lot of food, do a lot of things like that. And personally, from Jamie and myself, I wanted to say happy holidays and happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And to this new year, and we wish you nothing but prosperous things. And your time is the most important thing that you have. So we really appreciate the time that you take to check out and hang out with us on Mondays.
And I'll tell you something really cool. I was doing it the other night. I was working on something, and I just went and listened to the FanCave episodes, like from the beginning. And it's sort of neat to follow sort of our reactions to the season, how our opinions change on the team, how the team evolved. It's kind of a neat experiment.
That's cool. You know
so
what?
Go back and listen to the whole show. You can relive the perils of this Saints season.
Like 18? Did we do? I'm trying to figure out.
We did 18 shows.
Did we?
Yeah.
Cool.
We did 18
all
shows.
of preseason.
Well, actually, maybe 7. I think it was 17 shows.
We started on the second one, right?
Yeah.
So so we got 17. That's really cool. That's something that you can do. I'm going to do that.
It's interesting to hear, like, kind of we sort of get to know the team in real time.
That's something very special that we capture. And I mean, with Ivan, with Freeman, I'm going to thank those guys. So we couldn't be the same people if we didn't have Freeman, Ivan, Nigel, Coach, Mac the Clown, Larry.
We had some amazing fans on here. Like we don't necessarily have coaches or players or celebrities, but we have fans, because this is the Fan Cave.
And Jamie reminded me of something, and we wanted to bring this to you guys too, for even doing the from now on. If you want us to call you and you want to tell us some things about the what you feel and what you think, do just that. Just email us. You can email us.
Next season we'll call you right up.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are on podcasts, we're on YouTube, whatever you need to do to just contact us in comments or whatever, and we'll get in touch with you, and we'll call you and we'll talk to you, just like we're talking to. So let me talk about the Saints right now. Let's talk about this season.
Right, talk about it.
First words in my mind when I think about the season is joy.
Joy.
Right? That's the first thing that comes to
I
my
didn't
mind.
even know she was on the team.
Joy to no. So the first thing about Joy that I love about this team was, actually just being out there and just, it's nothing like when you get your tickets, it's the season's coming up. You got all these high hopes. You think everything's going to go well. You think everything's going to be the best. You never really think we're going to be 6-11. You never think that, damn, we're going to go 1-8. You never think we're going to be 2-10. You never think all of that stuff. But what you do think about is if we can really just this year get to the playoffs.
Get to the playoffs.
I'll be
right?
happy. That's all I really want is us to be in the playoffs. And, even if we went out on a round one, we had a brand new coach, we had a brand new quarterback.
Right, but we made the playoffs, the first rebuild, that would have been special. Would have been special.
And so I'm feeling all that stuff, and all that felt great. But one thing that I feel good about that stayed the same feeling from the beginning of the season to the end of the season was we were going to compete.
Yeah.
And we competed
every game. Almost every game.
Yeah, like over 60-70% of competing in every single game.
Yeah.
Again, and then Shuck. Like I love the fact that we got him, even though all this crazy timing that we got him. How many people right now would have loved to have gotten Shuck in the NFL?
I think it's amazing for our salary cap issue too, because we have a starting quarterback who's good, who we don't have to pay $85 million.
Right. It's going to come down to that at some point, but like right now, the guy is doing great. If he can keep up what he's doing, he's going to get paid. But right now, I'm just going to myself and I'm saying, does Dennis Ireland? I think the whoever picks, I think it's Ireland. He's really been good. He's been hit and miss. He got Lattimore and Kamara in the same draft, right?
Yeah.
So he has some signs of doing some things, right? And Mickey has done some amazing things, but he's done some real kind of things that hinder us, and just so many years of doing it. I mean, things just change, and the thing is with me, with that whole scene, I hope we can keep the nucleus of a lot of these young players that don't have those high caps, right? Those big pockets. So, if we can keep some of these guys and just really, I think what Mickey has been known to do, I got to give him his credit because I want to think about making sure I give people their credit when it's due, is being a capologist. Like he could really maneuver and have things.
He knows how to rob Peter to pay Paul.
100%.
Yeah.
You nailed it. But it doesn't look lately like he knows what the fuck he's doing. But he has done it in the past. Can he strike lightning in the bottle again? Can Dennis Ireland, I'm just call him Ireland. If you could check that out, Stat Boy, whatever his name, Stat Man, not Stat Boy. Stat Boy was here before, but he got fired. So we got Stat Man. Now, but Ireland did a hell of a job. Hopefully he can catch lightning in a bottle again. Dennis Ireland, I want to say is his name. I feel real strong about that. But those guys can do some things in the draft. I think some of the things we need to address will be offensive lines.
Jeff Ireland.
Jeff. What did I say his name? Mike? That's a Dennis. Oh, Lord, Jeff. Sorry.
Dennis Allen.
Sorry, Jeff.
Jeff Ireland.
But yeah, Jeff did a hell of a job, man. And I guess he's responsible for Shuck. And what I always said about the Saints was, because I found this stat a while back. It's not the greatest stat, but it's still kind of a good one. It talks about how many Pro Bowl players, the Pro Bowl is kind of like a popularity contest these days, but how many Pro Bowlers the Saints have picked after the third round. Meaning, like, they can look at Marcus Colston, right? Third to the fourth to the last of the draft. You know what I mean? This dude is just the man. Whenever he comes eligible, just to be, it's on for him. I'll guarantee you. Now, that can be good and bad.
I think Mickey Loomis sometimes has a tendency to read his own news. You know, like he gets attached to certain players, ideas about what
because
they
of
do.
money. Because keep in mind what he does. He is only about paying the players. Him, as
Right.
far as understanding the dude's 40 and this and that, he kind of knows it, but it's not his. That's not his jam. His jam is how are we going to rob Peter to pay Paul, right? That's pretty much the whole vibe.
Okay.
Of GM's.
I'm
dude.
seeing that.
Atlanta's dude got fired. Their GM, along with their head coach, and they won yesterday. They fired him today.
Yeah. Wow.
That
they
is the
fired him today?
Yesterday,
I didn't know
actually.
that. Wow.
Yesterday, he got fired. Both of them.
After the game.
Ivan called me quickly. He was like, "Hey, your boy, them people fired, but he got chop. But see, that's what the part I'm talking about with Miss B. She don't have that football heart, whether it's good or bad. You know, the guy felt like, hey, man, these guys aren't doing a good enough job. Gone, right? Who knows? And there can be 30 different stories, two sides.
I think that's our boy right there.
Yes, sir. We might have the guy in.